Welcome
to my
Healthy
show. In this show, you're going to find a guide for you to have a very healthy lifestyle.
Now that we are in quarantine, you can try this out for yourself.
Health tips, workout routines, facts, and more.
Keep watching to find out.
Wait, first we have to talk about the cardiovascular system and why is it so important. I'm gonna talk about the heart. The heart is an organ that pumps blood around the body, giving oxygen and nutrients to the tissues and removing carbon dioxide and other wastes. Now let's talk about the structure of the heart. The heart is divided by 4 chambers. The 2 upper chambers are called the atria, and the 2 lower chambers are called the ventricles. The chambers from the left side are separated from the ones in the right side by a septum. A septum is a wall which divides cavity or structures. Blood flows into the heart at the top into the atria. Both atria receive blood but from different places. The left atria receive blood but from only one place, which is the pulmonary veins, and the right atria receive blood from the rest of the body. When the blood gets to the atria, it flows into the ventricles, so it can pump the blood out of the heart by contracting the muscle in the walls. This muscle is called the cardiac muscle, which contracts, squeezing the blood inside the heart and pushing it out. The blood in the left ventricle is pumped into the aorta, which takes the blood around the body. And the blood from the right ventricle is pumped into the pulmonary artery, which takes it to the lungs. The function of the atria is to receive blood from the lungs and the body and supply it to the ventricles. The function of the ventricles is to pump out blood out of the heart and give it to the body. That's why the ventricles have a thicker and muscular wall than the atria. As we know, the left ventricle pumps blood around the body. That's why it has a special thick wall of muscle that helps it to do this process.
So, to continue with our topic, cardiovascular system, we're going to talk about the blood vessels. So, there are 3 types of blood vessels. When blood flows out of the heart, it enters to the arteries. When it enters to the arteries, the blood is in a very high pressure because it is forced to exit the heart by the contractions of the ventricles. So basically, its function is to carry blood away from the heart. The walls of the arteries have to be very strong and thick because of the high pressure that passes through them. The arteries start to divide into smaller vessels, and these are called the capillaries. Capillaries are also so small because they have to penetrate every part of the body. Function is to take oxygen, nutrients, and materials to all the cells in the body. Also, they help to take away waste products from the cells. Because of this, their walls are very, very thin, so substances can get in easier. Also because all of the blood pressure has been lost. Capillaries also join with veins, so in one side of the capillaries are the arteries and in the other side are the veins. In the veins, the blood flows more slowly and smoothly since most of the pressure is gone. Veins are thin but not as much as capillaries. Inside the veins, there are bulbs. This helps blood to flow in the right direction and no going backwards. What also keeps blood flowing all the way up to the heart are the muscles that contract. The main function of this type of vessels is to return blood back to the heart. Vessels have a space called lumen. Arteries have a small one like capillaries, but veins have a much wider lumen. Veins and arteries have 2 layers, and capillaries only have 1 layer. And that's it, that's all the information you need to know about blood vessels.
We can find two kinds of circulatory systems in animals. There is the double circulatory system and the single circulatory system. Birds, reptiles, and all mammals have a double circulatory system, while fish have a single circulatory system. The difference between single and double circulatory system is that in the double, blood passes twice through the heart on one complete circuit of the body, while in the single one it passes just once. The double circulatory system has some advantages over the single one. As a matter of fact, it is believed to be more efficient than the single one. This happens because as blood passes twice through the heart, when blood pressure lowers down, then when it passes again through the heart, it gets high again, making it just perfect. While in the single one, blood only passes once through the heart, so when the pressure of the blood gets low, it continues the whole path with a low pressure, which makes it less efficient. Now I'm going to explain the blood path during the double circulatory system, that is the one we have. So it all starts in the alveolus, which sends oxygen into the blood, and then blood becomes oxygenated. This oxygenated blood kind of travels, it flows into the left hand side of the heart, and then from the left hand side of the heart it is like pumped through the whole body. During this process, blood starts to pass through our body and cells begin to take oxygen from the blood, so it becomes the oxygenated blood, and it continues the path through our heart again, and it enters the oxygenated blood to our right hand side of the heart, and this blood is pumped again through the lungs, where blood gets oxygenated again and it starts all over again.
Hello everyone, I am Natalia Torres, a sports medicine doctor from My Healthy Show. Today I'm going to be teaching you the benefits of sports in the body system. Come on! Performing physical exercise are of great importance to improve and maintain a good health of your body, making you feel alive and kicking. Exercising can also help you to prevent diseases that can seriously affect your health. Exercising not only benefits the physical aspects of the body, in the same way it helps you to have a better mental health. The different exercises carried out in this routine promote the development and rehabilitation of the following physical aspects. 1. Avoid or prevent serious lethal diseases. 2. Improve physical endurance. And 3. It helps to maintain or improve the bone density. The bone density is the amount of minerals that bones contain depending on their volume. Working out also helps the different systems that are found inside our bodies, just like the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, the endocrine system. In the cardiovascular system, exercise contributes many benefits to maintain a good health. Some of these are: avoid coronary heart disease in long and short term. Improve cardiac efficiency of the heart. This allows the heart to be greater so that less energy is used when performing different tasks. 3. It improves the circulation that takes place around the body and all of its muscles. 4. Reduces blood pressure, avoiding future problems. 5. Avoids the formation of cerebral thrombosis and heart attacks by helping it to prevent the formation of folds inside of the arteries. 6. When any type of activity is done, the body and muscles need extra oxygen to be able to respire more quickly and supply all of the energy that is needed for the movement. To achieve this, the brain sends impulses through the nerves to the pacemaker. By doing this, the pacemaker makes the heart beat faster. When the heart rate is higher, it means that more blood is being pumped to all of the body, providing more oxygen. Now, mentally, exercise helps to get rid of mental stress, the feeling of well-being by releasing a big amount of endorphins. 3. Decrease the aggressiveness of a person. 4. Reduce the feeling of fatigue and tiredness. This way you can stay up and about. And 5. Keep body and soul together through tough times. In the endocrine system, exercising helps to improve the functioning of different hormones, which helps improve the functions of several important organs. It also improves glucose tolerance, which helps in diabetes treatments. In the respiratory system, the exercise helps to improve the ability to transport oxygen through the blood. And a very important one is that it helps to have an improvement in oxygen absorption when air enters the lungs. Now, for the musculoskeletal system, the exercise helps to strengthen all the joints, ligaments, and tendons. This improvement helps to have a better function of them. Improve or maintain the tone of the body mass. This helps avoid some form of posture problems. Finally, it can be concluded that exercising has many benefits for our bodies, since it helps them to improve or prevent diseases, as we already said. Now, every time that you are exercising, you can think back on all of this information so that you can stay motivated and cheer up to have a better health. Because of this, it is essential for a person's life to be exercising frequently. Now, for this reason, we are going to be presenting you a great routine that works as a charm. You can use up this program at home so that you can get back into shape after these quarantine days. And always remember to never give up and give your best all the time.
Hello everyone, my name is Sara Gutierrez and I'm a nutritionist and a health instructor. I'm here to tell you essential tips/habits to maintain yourself healthy, especially during these moments of quarantine. We can see that many people is being very inactive during isolation as others are trying out new and healthy activities to maintain their physical and mental health stable. But you need to know more about the importance of that. Number 1 tip is having a balanced diet. Having a balanced diet means to eat a wide variety of foods from each of the levels of the food pyramid in the right proportions to keep your body weight balanced and a hale and hearty health. This benefits your organs to work well every day and prevents several diseases like obesity, cancer, diabetes, anorexia, and many others. Also, it improves your mental health by eliminating symptoms of depression or anxiety and cheering you up. Talking about food, there is an ideal number of meals a human has to eat a day. These are the following: breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. Breakfast is one of the most important meals of a diet. But why? Because it is the first meal of your day, which breaks the fast from the night and helps you to recharge your batteries and get ready for the day. Otherwise, you're going to probably get very sick and be very weak. You can even pass out due to that your body isn't receiving enough energy. The idea of having these meals, it's not skipping any, now that it helps to develop a better metabolism in your body. Proteins, carbs, lipids, fruits, vegetables all have very important nutrients for your body. So instead, make sure to make a plate full of colors. Also, try not to cut down on sugar definitely. You can consume it once a week or 2 days a week now that eating excessive sugar isn't healthy either. Do you want to know the benefits of sugar? Well, I'm here to tell you. Number 1. It helps your brain and neurons to work effectively. Number 2, it gives your body a boost of energy and helps to store the necessary energy. Now the second tip, good habits of sleep. Sleep is a very essential element that everyone has to include in their daily life. In health terms, is absolutely necessary for a human being and all living organisms. You may be wondering, why is this so important? What happens when we don't sleep well? Don't worry, I'm here to clear up and go through the importance of sleep. While you sleep, your body recharges and performs many functions for it to be up and about in the morning, also for the growing process, in the case of kids and teens. Within these functions, there is healing damaged cells, boosting the immune system, recovering you from the day, and many more. Your brain is the organ that most works during sleep. It prepares for you to be able to perform your next day activities and also works on developing skills as concentration, cognition, and productivity. So, take care of yourself. If you don't have a regulated, good sleeping habit, then your health is going to be affected in a very bad way. Your body and brain functions are going to be out of action, and you're probably going to have a very under the weather health. And last but not least, our third tip, having an active physical activity. We all know that exercising may be a little tiring and the majority of people are very lazy to do it. But before you say anything about exercising, let me tell you how essential it is for your health and body. Apart from that it prevents diseases and strengthens your immune system, it also helps your mental health by keeping you relaxed and also increases your sleeping quality. Other extra things that we can get from working out is that you can maintain a very good body shape, meaning that you can get fit and trim. Also, it makes you feel way better. At the end, exercising is not that bad at all, and it brings many more benefits to your health than you think. Joining these 3 health habits gives you the ideal healthy life that every human being must have. During this period of quarantine, it is essential to get along with this type of lifestyle, now that your body is not as active as it was used to, and needs to keep up working well. It is just like a formula. Eating well plus good sleep plus exercising equals a healthy life. But wait, before we finish, it is very important that I tell you something extra. Well, it's not that extra, it is very important. How to take care of your heart. There are many risks of getting heart diseases, especially CHD, which is the most common heart disease in every human being. For you to prevent this and take care of your heart, I'm going to give you the most essential and healthy tips. Stop smoking. Cigarettes and other smoking elements have very damaging chemicals for our circulatory system and can cause several heart attacks apart from affecting our respiratory system too. Balance your diet. Again, yeah, you heard this well. If you eat a diet with a variety of foods with not too many fats, then you're going to prevent these heart diseases. Foods in high cholesterol, salts, and saturated fats increase the chances of getting a heart disease. Keep a balanced weight. As I already told you, keeping a balanced body weight is essential for your body to be healthy. Having a very high body weight is very riskful for your heart, as well as having a very low body weight. In order to achieve a good and healthy life with no heart diseases, it is ideal for you to exercise almost 5 days a week. This helps to maintain the coronary arteries working well and decreasing blood pressure. Don't stress excessively. Although arteries need a little bit of stress, I'm talking about the good one, meaning physical activity. When stress gets out of hand, it is very riskful if you didn't know that. If you control your stress, then your chances of getting a heart disease are going to be less probable. I hope that this motivates you and your family and friends to keep having a healthy life in quarantine.
I am Sofia Pais and we are personal trainers, and today we're gonna teach you an exercise routine that you can do at home.
Hi, I'm Camila Garcia. I'm also a personal trainer. So in this workout, we are going to have a warm-up, 2 parts of the exercises, one aerobic and the other one is anaerobic, and a cool down. For this routine workout, we're gonna use 2 important metabolisms, aerobic and anaerobic. The anaerobic exercises work strength and speed. Because of this, there is an absence of oxygen. The source of energy for these exercises are the carbohydrates, as they are the first reserve of energy the body uses. These exercises have as benefits improve muscle strength, increase muscle mass, increase metabolism, increase your VO2 max, which is the largest amount of oxygen that your body is able to consume during exercise. Also, it decreases pain, improves your energy, increases bone strength and density, improve joint protection, and decrease your blood sugar level.
On the other hand, we have aerobic exercises in which we find the presence of oxygen. These exercises mostly work resistance, and they bring a lot of benefits to our body, as the following. First of all, it improves the performance of our cardiovascular system. It also improves the capacity of our lungs. These kind of exercises can also reduce the chances of getting different diseases related with the cardiovascular system, and some other as diabetes. These exercises also reduce our cholesterol levels and increases the reabsorption of calcium through our bones. It reiterates fabrics and reduces the circulation of adrenaline and stress hormones. It also increases the endorphin levels, and at last, it decreases our blood pressure. Having in mind what are and the benefits of anaerobic and aerobic exercises, we recommend you to do different routines in which you start by doing some anaerobic exercises and then you do aerobic exercises. Now get up on your feet and let's do some exercise. Remember to stop if you're not feeling good, otherwise you may black out and we don't want that to happen. We're gonna do a warm-up that will last 5 minutes, and this will help us to warm all of our body and prepare our heart rate for the exercise we're gonna do. Let's begin by doing slow high knees for 30 seconds. As well as we finish, we're doing butt kickers for 30 seconds. Remember to start doing it slow and then speed up little by little. As soon as we finish this exercise, we're doing jumping jacks also for 30 seconds. As we are advancing, the exercises are getting more intense, but don't give up. Now we're doing inch warm up and down for 30 seconds. As soon as we finish this exercise, we're gonna do some down rack duck plus knee tuck also for 30 seconds. We're almost done with the warm up. Now let's do shoulder circles, 15 seconds to the front and 15 seconds to the back. As soon as we finish this exercise, we're gonna continue by doing some long kick with the left and right leg. We're gonna do it 20 seconds with each leg. Now we're gonna do some low lunge. We're gonna do 20 seconds with the left side and then 20 seconds with the right side. As soon as we finish this exercise, we're gonna do some toe touches for 30 seconds. Now we're almost done with our warm-up. Let's do our last exercise. We're doing some sumo squat dip shoulders for 20 seconds. Don't give up, we're almost there. We're already done with our warm-up. I am feeling over the moon. What about you? Now, let's get rid of that fat and tone up our muscles. Let's begin with the hard exercise. Now that we're done with the warm-up, let's get fit and trim. So we're gonna start by doing 7 exercises which will last 20 seconds each one of them, and we're taking 10 seconds break between one another. These 7 exercises, we're gonna repeat them 4 times. For this part of the exercise, we're not needing anything. Just get your water bottle ready and cheer up because we're about to do some great exercise. First exercise we're doing is high knees. As soon as we finish this exercise, we're gonna do some toe touch crunch. Remember to take the 10 seconds break between each exercise. Now we're doing some burpees. Let's continue by doing some side hip raises. If you find that exercise too hard, you can just do it on your knees. We're gonna do 20 seconds with each size. Now we're gonna do some squats. Don't give up, we're almost done with this first part of the exercise. Now we're doing some sidewalk push-ups. As soon as we finish this exercise, we're gonna repeat these first 7 exercises a few more times. Remember to take the 10 seconds breaks and make sure to stop if you feel like you have a frog in your throat, otherwise you might pass out.
After a short cool down, we're going to continue with our workout. Let's continue, guys, we are almost halfway there. For this, our second part of the exercise, we are doing 7 exercises and we are taking just one break in the middle. Also, remember mind muscle connection. This is very important because you're going to focus on the right muscle by doing this. For the first exercise, we are doing hundreds. Bring your legs up the ground. You can have your knees bent or straight. This exercise is a little bit hard, so it's okay if you take a short break. For the next exercise, we're doing 10. Remember, guys, to focus on what are you doing. That way, time will fly. For the next exercise, we're doing a squat hold. You're going to squeeze your booty. And remember, your knees must not pass your toes. Now you can take a break for 10 seconds. Remember, you got this. To continue with our workout, we are doing high plank. Remember to squeeze your muscles. Now we are going to do some bridges. This is going to burn on your legs and your booty. You're going to hold it, and if it's necessary, you can lay it down for a bit and then continue. Great job! Now we are doing booty tap. So lay down on the ground, extend your legs sideways as far as you can, and bring them in for a tap. Just one more exercise and we are done. You've got this far. Don't give up. For the last exercise, we are doing chair pike. For this exercise, you're going to put your feet on top of a chair and your hands on the floor. You can do it. For you to see the results, you must repeat the whole routine twice. Now for the cool down, we're doing 6 exercises. For every exercise, we're going to take 20 seconds. For the first exercise, we're doing child pose. This will help to stretch out your back, your hips, and your legs. For the other exercise, we're doing cat-cow pose. This helps to relax your neck, your upper back, abdomen, chest, and your hips. Now we are doing clover for the hips and the groins area. Next we have hat roll. Drop your shoulders and make a circle with your head. Do 20 seconds with each side. Next, we're doing tricep stretch. Put your arm behind your head, and with the other arm, you will push it not too hard. It is just to create pressure. With each arm, 20 seconds. Now, we are doing side stretch. Bend your arm, and with the other one, create pressure. 20 seconds with each arm. Now, let's stretch our hamstring. Lay on the ground and make a 4 with your legs. If you can, with both arms, you're going to grab your foot for 20 seconds with each leg. And that's it. That's the end of the workout. Remember to stay consistent. This way you will achieve your perfect body goal. And keep in mind, Rome wasn't built in a day. Bye guys, hope you enjoy it.
Hey everyone, my name is Paulina Aramburo. I am a biologist and I'm also a yoga teacher. How does yoga help with your mental health? After you have burned off pounds by doing exercise, it is good for you to do some stretch. Yoga isn't just a way to stretch your body, but it's also very good for your mental health. But why? Yoga helps with your mental health by releasing stress and anxiety. It also helps relax the body through meditation and deep breathing so you can feel cool as a cucumber. This makes your body focus on shaking off all negative thoughts. It also makes you focus more on your emotions and thoughts. Yoga also helps in many ways, which are: it relieves depression by releasing all kinds of tension. It increases emotional resilience capacity. But the most important thing is that yoga is an excellent tool for self-knowledge and self-awareness. It increases the concentration by focusing on what you think and feel at the time. Also, by taking deep breaths, the brain is oxygenated, and this helps to improve cognitive abilities and functions. During meditation, people prioritize to look out for their concentration. This helps them to be more disciplined in seeking control of their minds. It makes people control their thoughts and emotions. Human beings are carried away by their emotions. Their reactions are based on what they feel. Yoga helps separate decisions with actions, making the person stay away from stress, anxiety, and depression, and making the person realize what the consequences may be if these feelings take over. And also, it helps them to be on the mend. And finally, yoga helps to improve attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It can drain the energy from the people who are hyperactive, making it work like a charm for therapy. The greatest contribution that yoga can give to mental health is that it sharpens our brain, because it allows us to identify various stimuli thanks to concentration. In conclusion, you should try yoga because it helps you with your mental health by bringing many good things. You will feel fresh as a daisy physically and spiritually with yourself and everything around you, like if you're walking on air. First, for 2 or 3 minutes, sit with your legs crossed and eyes closed and start focusing on your breathing while you're preparing for the exercise. For warm-up, perform a few movements to warm your body. Then we will do the sun salutation. This helps you by improving your good health and the physical, mental, and spiritual energy. This also helps by providing flexibility in the articulations, favors the blood supply, and tones the internal organs. After that, keep going with the posture of the triangle, the spear, the tree, and the half dove. This will help you relieving pain and strengthens the body. Finally, sit on the floor again and let your mind and body focus on yourself and your surroundings. I hope you enjoyed this episode of My Healthy Show.
See you next episode. Bye!